3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, I know this is new to the channel, but I'd like to start with some news. Josh Engineers is 3 years old, with 185 plus videos. Since the beginning, the channel hosted countless videos in the category of gaming. However, from now on, I would like to introduce the new channel. No new name changes and no more gaming videos. Ones like what you're watching right now will be of the more frequent videos on the channel. Well, enough talk, roll the clip! Okay, so the past couple days have been pretty great. Why? Because summer has started. All of us school kids are moving on to a new level, a new grade to experience. But during this period of time between now and August, we get to kick back, relax, and have fun. Speaking of time, did you know it doesn't exist? I'll get to that later. On to the theory! So, what also happened the past couple days is that I decided I was going to put my theory out there. Into the wild, up and away, and onto YouTube. This theory, of course, I call the theory of the quadridimensional macrocosm. In English, the theory of the four-dimensional universe. But Josh, you say? I'm not an astronomer. What's this dimension you speak of? Well, fellow viewer, it's not that you're not an astronomer, it's that you're not educated. JK. What a dimension is the levels of mathematics that the universe codes itself off of. These levels of mathematics include the first, second, third, and fourth dimensions. And then the smart nerds say, but Josh, what about dimensions 5 through 10? Screw them. Screw those theories. They include time, which doesn't exist. But let me get to that. But seriously, screw them. Anyway, let's quickly open our textbooks to I Don't Give a Fudge to review each dimension in our universe. Dimension numero uno, the first dimension. To understand this, imagine a graph. Yes, we're going back to math during summer, I know, just stay with me. Imagine just the x-axis, an infinite length. No size, no mass, no weight. Simple as that. Just the x-axis. Now, onto the second dimension. Here, we take our trusty graph and take the other axis, the y-axis, and add it to our boy x-axis. Actually, it would be our girl x-axis because X is a symbol for the female chromosome. And so, anyway, this gives height to the universe with length. However, there was still no mass, no size, and no weight. Moving on to the third dimension. We have our visible universe, a step above the other two. This includes the whole amazing, spectacular, beautiful universe that is seen with our own human eyes. Everything from what quarks are made of to the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall, the biggest thing in the universe. What our third dimension adds to the universe is depth. With a height, a length, and a depth, we finally have a diversity of objects in our universe, not just a straight line of inconceivable nothingness. Now that we all have our heads ruined with education, let's get into the deep crap. What the fourth dimension is, to me, kind of like impossible. It's impossible to explain the fourth dimension at all. While writing this script, I spent hours contemplating this concept. Because we have no fourth dimensional properties, we cannot know of the fourth dimension. But what is a fourth dimensional property? I don't know. No one knows, and no one will ever know. But we might have one exception, our dreams. Though it has been researched for many years now, no one has gotten any definitive proof how dreams work. When I dream, I never seem to dream in somewhere I've been or seen before, besides my home. And my dreams tend to have some kind of meaning that correlates with a problem or an idea I need to work on. But why does it do this? How does your brain come up with worlds and plots that have meaning to your own life? Where do these dreams come from? One theory I have is that dreams are somehow actual stories and worlds that can occur as a possibility in the universe. This theory relies on another theory, the infinite expanse theory. This theory, developed by moi, states that the universe is one unending expanse that will expand to a certain point, retract, and do the same again forever. And by the way, the universe was never born at all. It has done this indefinitely before. So before I go back to dreams, I'd like to talk about the factor I said I'd address before, time. Now, what I said previously also relies on the theory that there is no time. Why I say there is no time is because time is a measurement. Time was created by us humans to explain the unexplainable. We also created religion for that purpose, but another time. Get it? I said time and we're talking about... Okay, so time was created by people to measure the unmeasurable. But time can only measure the third dimension because third-dimensional beings created it. And if the universe has 4 dimensions, then time cannot explain the 4th dimension. So time is not a factor for explaining how the universe works. And before I go back to dreams, we seem to have a question from the crowd. But Josh, if the universe is still expanding, what's beyond those boundaries? My compadre, that is unexplainable. It goes against all human nature, but we just have to believe it just is. It could be the 4th dimension, or heaven, or whatever, but it is unexplainable. There is no production of light beyond our universe, so we cannot see there. Back to dreams. As I was saying, dreams could be produced by signals sent from actual worlds that have occurred or will occur, and somehow a part of the brain is able to read it. Personally, I think the hippocampus is a good candidate for this because it is a part of the region of the brain that regulates emotions and is associated with memory and plays an important role in spatial navigation. However, I cannot find any stronger evidence to support this claim. So, another topic I'd like to discuss is pure energy. Not electrical energy, but true atomos, what my boy Democritus was talking about. Somewhere along the line, some idiot translated atomos to the modern-day atom, which doesn't make any sense because atomos means that which cannot be divided, and atoms can be divided into neutrons, protons, and electrons, and those can be divided into quark, and so on. However, I think there is a particle which cannot be divided. That is pure energy. It is what makes up the fabric of our universe and has 4-dimensional properties. I still cannot conclude that there is a point which we can reach pure energy. Meaning, if we keep dividing particles, I cannot conclude that we could reach pure energy. So we learned of all 4 dimensions. There are levels of mathematics that code itself into what the universe is. We learned that the 4th dimension is impossible to explain because we do not have any 4th dimensional properties. We learned that dreams could be the closest thing to the 4th dimension, and of the infinite expanse theory. We learned that time doesn't exist because it doesn't account for the 4th dimension. You were cultivated with the fact that pure energy is probably the true atomos that Democritus was talking about, rather than atoms. And finally, we were educated that it is inconclusive that pure energy is reachable at all by humans because of its 4th dimensional properties. This is Josh Engineers, signing out. And hey, if you think this video was in-depth, then you'll be surprised by my other works. Check them out at www.joshengineers.wix.com/talesfromtalos. If you want to support the channel, donate to my college fund at the donate module on my channel page. See you later. It's time to engineer it up.